Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Defect run. On this channel, I put my recorded wins with some commentary and general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. So, taking 18 was a bit too much of a downside for me there. So I decided to just card remove, solid card remove. And then I go left here. I could go right after that shop to avoid the first elite, or if I'm feeling really strong for whatever reason, go take the 3 elite path. I generally tend to feel weak early on here as the Defect. I've heard Baylor Lord say Defect is the best in Act 1. And I can't say I can relate to this experience, but it's probably a skill issue. So in my mind, I'm just like live long and eventually scale. And then we win. And also become fast enough somehow against the Act 4 elite, very importantly. I am taking cards very aggressively now, try to make my deck as strong as possible right away. Take the good block cards, take the good early damage cards. In Act 1, Defrag's really not very good, it turns out. So I did take a Streamline for some early damage on floor 1, of course. And then this time I take a Leap for some block. And I'm like, yeah, feeling pretty strong. Upgraded a Leap as well there, that's very nice. But did have to take 20 damage for it, so probably not going to this elite now. And I decide not to take the 1. I think I can get there. And I can just barely with that hand, very nice. Could have also triple defended, it looked like. And early skim, could have been a boot sequence as well, but skim is going to be good as the run goes on. And so, I consider card moving for a moment. And then I realize I need a little more something here. And there's a Sunder. There's also a Beam Cell on sale here that I didn't even really notice and probably would have been good. I didn't have any potion slots available. So I just buy the Sunder and move on. But I probably should have taken the Beam Cell as well. Leap plus and Streamline, cooking very hard against the slime here, showing the power. I regen pod here, that was pretty stupid if I was going to split here. And now they're both hitting me, which is unlikely, but very sad. So, this regen potion is not cooking, actually. Although, I wouldn't have been able to kill that turn anyway. So I actually passed here, this was a mistake. I was hoping that I would A, draw a not completely terrible hand, and B, be able to live long enough to have the regen pots keep going, but turns out I just took 2 more for no reason there. And take a go for the eyes, early damage and early block. 0 cost, very nice, very fast card. And I actually feel strong enough to take the super elite now that I have this liquid memories, because I can get back a Sunder plus for 32 damage. That's very, very strong. Some big burst for the 1 fight. Got max health sentries, so I can Sunder the right one here. Get it back. Because it's about to reshuffle, so definitely want to just play it here. I think. And hope to draw enough damage to kill this left one. Got there. So this fight went pretty well. Still could take some damage from the middle sentry here, but that's a great turn. And oof, would have loved to draw that Sunder, and look at that draw pile, that's disgusting. Dual cast would have killed, so took 10, and then defend would have been nice. Very, very unlucky draw there. We find a kunai. Whenever we play 3 attacks in a turn, we'll gain 1 dexterity. And we also found a toxic egg, of course, upgrading all of our skills that we'll add later. And that's very, very nice. Lets you get a lot of good upgrades that you often wouldn't get, because the upgrades on stuff like defragment or loop or capacitor all matter so much that you can't really afford to upgrade other cards. and find a fairy in a bottle and a cool-headed plus. But there's a beam cell here. Do I click this beam cell? I do. So cool-headed plus, less than beam cell, and this decision was actually huge, and it was very good. This fast card to go with our Sunder, making it do a lot more damage, and this matching event was huge. So I find the Tempest. I had to remember where it was, and then I got there, and I also find the Echo form, which is huge. So great floor there. Tempest plus is fine, much better when upgraded. It's at worst a zap, and the Echo form, of course, huge. Love that. And a great turn one there, Beam Cell Sunder, and a Tempest plus. So 0 damage Gremlin outplay as the Defect. Very, very nice. And Beam Cell cooking there. And having a look, Thunderstrike is completely terrible in nearly every run. And Heat Sinks is a bit early here. We just have the Echo form. And another Go for the Eyes is a bit much. Don't want too many of those zero cost, kind of fast but low impact-ish cards. So I skip, and I think that's good enough. And we have double fairy in a bottle, so we are immortal. Just hang on to those forever and do whatever I want. Seems fun. Echo form on turn 1's really good. Beam Cell Tempest is really good. And I can perfectly set up to split next turn, and I'm drawing a Sunder, and I have Echo form in play, and it has Vulnerable on it. So this is about to be an absolutely brutal Defect slime boss fight. I was expecting to use a Fairy in a Bottle here for sure, but wow, that went well. And Meteor Strike's unplayable. All for one, actually kind of pickable here with the Beam Cell to go for the eyes. Didn't think about that as much as I should, but Reboot Plus is a fine card. Probably better than All for One here, I would say. Consider getting rid of a Fairy in a Bottle for this block potion. I was like, oh, I don't want to hold them forever, but why not? So I did. And take a Nuclear Battery, giving us 1 Plasma Orb at the start of each combat. Very nice. 4th Energy-ish Relic. That's a great looking path going left and then swinging right to get 3 elites. Campfire before the elite, an early shop with enough gold, some question marks in there. It's all looking very, very clean here. And Leap Plus again, huge. And Streamline Plus with Vulnerable is huge, so a really good fight yet again. And these fast attacks that are doing a lot are very, very nice to allow us to play stuff like Echo Form and not get punished. And Hologram Plus versus Fusion Plus. I was actually definitely considering taking the Plasma Orb, but Hologram Plus is a bit too good. I wasn't really sure how the Plasma Orb thing would play out. And a Toolbox is here. Just want to make our turn 1s good, so I take a Toolbox. Can't card move, sadly. 1 got off. But it's all good. And then I hit the Upgrade All events, so rewarded for not removing a card. But it's better on the defense for sure. And so now almost our entire deck's upgrade. I upgraded Skim. And importantly, there aren't really any more good upgrades. There's like small damage upgrades on the common attacks, but Echo Form doesn't do anything when upgraded. So, need to find some good cards to add to this deck that we can upgrade. Or else the campfires aren't doing much for us there. Go for the eyes, reboot, or hologram even. Hologram to go for the eyes to get another charge, artifact charge off. Ask me is thinking. I proc the Plasma Orb first, so I get more energy. Evoke, rather. Proc is just such a word, you know. And yeah, we get through all the artifacts, apply Vulnerable for next turn, and full blocked. So that was a great fight as well. Really, really good. And 3 very good skills here. Aggregate could be very good, but we only have the 1 skim so far. And could be good with the reboot as well. And Cool-Headed is obviously really good. Genetic Algorithm could be good, but it's a little bit slow, and I'm still trying to do this fast thing. We already have this Echo Form. Feeling pretty good. Just trying to live. Take the Cool-Headed plus. Some card draws great as well with the Plasma Orb that we have every fight. Probably want a cool-headed, and I can make more energy. Then strike Tempest. These are 2 Frost Orbs. It's fine. It seems. Don't have Echo Form in play. Very sad. That's not getting played this fight. That's okay though. The downside of Echo Form. Bit too slow sometimes. And I have the Lightning Orbs to finish it off. So Sunder yet again, huge there, taking a lot of damage off the table there. And find a Recycle Plus, that's very exciting. Very good card. Excel Streamline. Could recycle a card and play Go for the Eyes. I should have not played the strike. Should have just recycled probably the strike and then rebooted. But didn't actually draw anything I wanted to play anyway. Not punished. Go for the Eyes is always happening, to be sure. Yeah, just full blocking. Get some Lightning Orbs in play, and we win yet again. Very good fight. And now we have Toolbox to always have something to do on turn 1 most of the time, as well as an Echo Form that we might draw on turn 1, and a Skim we might draw on turn 1. And so having this 13 free block can actually be very good and doesn't feel as harmful to you know, your opening hand as it sometimes would. And Auric Alchemist here. Unlikely that I won't have any block at the end of my turn. And with this run, I think we have a lot of upgraded defense, and every single skill is upgraded basically, so they're all blocking. Cool-headed as well. And so yeah, just didn't want the Auric Alchemist run. I think it was bad. Or 1 for blue key. Oh, the boot sequence torn. So recycle thing, reboot. Yep. Good. And so it's super dead if I beam cell it. So I play Lightning Orb to see what it hits, and then it hits the left one, so now I can sunder that one. Then I can beam cell Streamline the right one. Wow, what a good fight. I mean, this was perfect. I think I played it right, and I think I drew well, and I think my deck is good. It's just all coming together. 0 damage Slavers is incredibly rare, as like any character. And Capacitors here, Loops here, so 2 great scaling cards, and Recycle Plus yet again, but that's a bit much. And notably, Capacitor is a good card to upgrade, and I didn't have any good upgrades before finding that, so that's very convenient timing. Apotheosis doesn't actually do anything here. I like have every relevant card upgraded right now. Gotta be able to tell when a card that's usually good is actually really bad, which is rare, of course. Checking what's in there. So I can hologram the recycle the Sunder, then Skim. Or just play the Streamline. I think I would have done what I just said in hindsight. That play sounded pretty good. Got there. Took a little bit of damage. Could have possibly had an even better fight there, but that was definitely not bad. And now that we have this Capacitor and a Vajra. Oh, never mind. That's not that. Barrage. Barrage would be good here. That was actually a rebound, so that's bad. And oops, all defends. Drawing literally every single defend in my deck. Very sad. Not really good when you have a boot sequence in your hand already, and the enemies aren't hitting you. Very sad. But this time Echo Form's too slow, but makes me 3 energy. That's very nice. And then do I want a capacitor here because it makes too many orb slots for me to evoke the plasma orb sometimes? Definitely a consideration. Do I take 2 here to play another frost orb? Oh no, it's full blocking, never mind. Good. I did math wrong. Now I'm taking 1, very sad. Got it there. So yet again, not a bad fight at all. Still have 2 fairy in the bottles going into the boss. And Static Discharge is here, notably a good upgrade, and I don't have that many ways to make orbs other than Tempest. So, take a Static Discharge and upgrade it. Sure. It's fine. A fine card, for sure. Panacea is good to block the debuff later. Actually, a little bit questionable to play that. I think keeping the Plasma Orb around was definitely reasonable. And Echo Form's got to get in play here, so I just take the whatever billion damage. Wasn't killing me, I had 2 fairies anyway. And that's probably all the damage I take here, if I had to guess. Although I believe I do actually go down to 1, if memory serves. Get back boot sequence. And oof, hitting me for 39 yet again. Very rude. Probably play Steam Barrier or defend first. And reboot. I just take... I see. I go down to 1. Didn't want to skim into something good, like a capacitor it seems. But would have found Go for the Eyes, I think. I think it was right to draw yet again, I didn't. Could have drawn before playing the defense to see if I hit something better, etc. Now it's making more dudes. But we got out yet again. Streamline plus Vulnerable plus Echo Form doing 1 billion damage. Actually very cool. And Seek Plus is here. Wow, what a card. Can find our Echo Form and a good card to recycle alongside to put it in play faster. Boy, is it good. And Pandora's Box is here. I already have a good Energy Relic and a lot of basics. They are all upgraded, but still better to transform them, especially because we have a Toxic Egg, so any skill we hit will be upgraded. Very good. So it's about that time for the Strikes and Defends, even upgraded, to go. And another Skim Plus, very good. A Consume Plus with our Capacitors, very nice. A Barrage is in there, that's very nice. 2 Meteor Strikes is a bit ambitious, but we do have a Recycle, so if we draw them with a Recycle, we get to gain 5 energy, which is very huge. And can go left. We already have green key, so that straight left path looks pretty good. Thinking about shops, and there's no early shop left. So I may consider going to the shop and then taking only a second elite instead of all 3. And so right now I'm thinking about those 2 left elites versus that shop. And so I decide to just path up there, and then I can decide after getting the treasure basically where I want to go. And sometimes question marks are shops, so I may in fact find a shop anyway. And they're all hitting me. It's extremely rude. But boot sequence cooking. That's wrong order, yep. Nice. Get to play an Echo Form. This isn't doing a lot. There's some stuff to do here. I wasn't quite feeling it. I could seek for Meteor Strike, and then hologram the recycle the Meteor Strike, play more cards. definitely would have been cool. But I just play powers instead, totally fine. And the bomb goes off, huge. And Glacier's here, wow, that's really good. I skipped this fight, it's very scary. I probably could have taken it with 2 fairies, but I would like to save the fairies, of course, at this point. So, reasonable to skip that. I think it was really spooky, actually. We're not that fast. That fight is extremely fast. It demands speed. We can kill one thing pretty quickly, but killing the second one would be very tough in a timely manner. I can recycle a force field as well. That's huge. Man, what a deck. Get it through, that was pretty good. Considered a Doom and Gloom here. Doom and Gloom upgrade. It's like the most upgraded cards I've ever seen. Like, natural upgrades. Hello World and Doom and Gloom both upgraded here for some reason. On Ascension 20. I think it's a 12% chance for a card to be upgraded, right? And we find Madness Event. Lose 4 max health, no problem. Find a shop after all, and look at those relics. 3 gold away from buying Birdface Turn, but probably wouldn't have even been right anyway, because Data Disc and Capacitor are here. Holy moly. And 3rd fairy in a bottle, if only we had more potions. But yeah, we pretty much exact money to buy those. So that's huge. Now we're going to start each combat with 3 extra orb slots and 1 focus. Possibly the best result from that shop possible. Very happy about that. Got the Nemesis here. Could be a bit scary. Not hitting me on the turn where I draw the thing, but also didn't draw any block anyway, so happy that it wasn't hitting me there. All things considered, a great turn to not be getting hit. We'll head to probably ask to get played first to make block. We seek for a Glacier. And leap, perhaps. Do I need that much block? It's only 7 times 3, it's fine. Like capacitor now, yep. Pretty good. Like cold snap first probably to make even more. Nope, skim first, fine. Recycle a Meteor Strike perhaps? I was considering recycling Tempest to play Meteor Strike as well. That seems a bit much though. Yep, seems good. And it's not vulnerable here, sadly. It's intangible. So, a very awkward turn, to be sure. Spend a little energy to make Tempest not block the orb. I could have played Sunder and then Tempest for 1. That would have been good. Small mistake, I think. And Barrage, look at that Barrage go, man, oh my god. It's so good. Blue Candle is useless here, sadly. No curses that we really want to play. Skip a second capacitor. We already have the capacitor relic and a capacitor plus and echo form. That's a bit much. Could have considered it because we have consume, but it's a bit slow. No need for it. And yeah, Barrage probably the best upgrade here. 2 more per orb is quite a lot. And we spent all of our golds, now we can really take 3 elites, no problem. I go left here. And I would like to take the key now for the most flexibility. I could perhaps find another card that I really want to upgrade, or I might want to heal if the elites go badly. Reptomancer is still extremely scary. You can never just think like, oh, I'm strong, you know, so I win. There's some fights a lot of the time that a lot of decks will have a hard time with. So this deck would love to face a giant head, I think, but hate to face a Reptomancer. Getting hit for 100 damage on turn 2 is horrifying. And we may not find the Sunder to kill one of them. And that might not even be enough if we do. That's very scary. Kill the Exploder. Ascender's Bane, really a bummer there. Could just consume. Lightning orbs would do more damage. Okay, not interested in attacking this spiker. Ouch. Pointy. Turbo plus. We use a little more drop, but we have double skim, so it's probably good enough. Giant Head is here. Didn't mean to click that, don't even know what the other options were. Giant Head is in peril, I'll tell you that. Beam Cell, Recycle, Leap, Zap, Dual Cast. Should have played Barrage first. Would have been some good damage. But now I can Seek. Oh my god, it's happening. What a turn. Looking for that Recycle for sure. Play Steam Barrier or Turbo. Now we're really cooking. Oh yeah. Play the Meteor Strike for the first time, I think. It's about time. Interested in playing this Barrage before reshuffling, of course. I should have kept going, I think. Oh, I still do keep going, okay. Probably shouldn't have played the Consume. Could be a waste of energy. Worked out. Giant Head almost dead. On the turn it's hitting us, and we have a Meteor Strike in our hand. Goodbye, Giant Head. Poor guy. White Bee statue is pretty bad when you're holding on to 2 fairy in a bottle. Actually, very unfortunate. And now Heat Sinks is here, looks really good. Genetic Allegro is a bit late, sadly. Take a Violence. Oh yeah. And I consider playing Sunder, I think, but then I Consume, because just getting the focus in play is better than playing 40 damage or whatever, against the Maw, anyway. Guy has a lot of health. Trying to scale here. I didn't have any Frost Orb yet, so I just get back and go for the eyes to weaken him. I'm a little worried about drawing Echo Form. I draw it, but I also find Recycle. That's pretty good. Would have been fine without Echo Form, but definitely makes the fight a lot more comfortable. Just playing so much Barrage, it's beautiful. I have lethal. Goodbye, the Maw. Another Barrage, could have considered that for sure. But 1 is enough with a hologram and whatnot. And here's Repto. Yikes. Tempest will be good, Sack Discharge will be good. Took a panic button, but it's, considering I might want to hologram it on the big turn, but if I don't find it, that could be very sad. Yeah, that's a really bad hand. My god, that's a bad hand. I mean, I think that's extremely unlucky, to be honest. That hand is disgusting. On the worst turn for it to happen. Like, literally so far in the entire run. So, lose a fairy in a bottle. Consider playing Echo Form. I sure do. Getting hit pretty hard again. Also, not a great hand. Why Sweeping Beam gets copied here. Dare I say it. Should have recycled. Definitely should have recycled there. Consume, probably. Or Sunder. So I should have 4 energy right now, or 5 perhaps. That's actually probably the biggest mistake I've made so far. Very dumb. And that's made no sense either. Don't have anything good to get back. I think I thought I had something else in there somehow, but alas, I did not. So that was very bad. I had Force Field luckily, so it didn't break another fairy. So yeah, playing this fight badly and drew badly, it's a disaster. Made it through, still have a fairy and bottle, we're all good. And I'm gonna try to put Incense Burn on the right number. Defrag Plus is here. That's very nice. Still no Frozen Egg, not sure what's happening. And yep, very happy about that. Could have upgraded it here, but really want to rest, to be sure. Go to Donu Deca. Line is pretty good to remove some artifacts. And Flash Steal also good. With this deck as basically a free kunai stack. Really good turn 1. Wow, that's really good turn 1. So our deck is capable of doing that, but it can be hard to draw those cards. And I did math wrong, unless I wanted to proc the orbs, but I have a feeling I would rather not take that too. I think I should have just played the Steam Barrier. Something tells me I just simply did math wrong right there. Frag's really good. I might want to save it the double, but I might be a bit greedy. Just play it. Double cast the Beam Cell to get rid of artifacts. I'm interested in applying Vulnerable and attacking this Donu. Not quite full blocking, sadly. That's a pretty nice looking turn. Line in there for 0? Perhaps not. That's fine. And now the Donu's dead and we have enough block, we want to put Incense Burner on 4. Usually a good turn. 5 is good as well, but Woke Bird, not going to be doing too much damage to you on turn 1. Could multi-hit you on turn 2, and also the cultists start hitting you. So just nice to be able to play powers on turn 2 and not die immediately. And Time Meter, if it debuffs you on turn 1, may hit you very hard on turn 2. Therefore, it's very going forward there as well. It's setting up to hopefully kill this turn with that skim. There's Tempest, just play the Tempest instead. Pretty good. We got Time Eater after all. Definitely happy to not see Wokebird for once. I feel like I face that boss every single run. Play the defrag reluctantly there. Consume will carry even if I miss out. And there, yeah, I'm really happy that I have Incense Burner there. Perhaps some damage here. I at least get to not play cards, which is very nice. Getting hit again, very scary. I'm gonna play Consume before playing that because I get rid of the Frost Orb if I do that. I knew that. And taking a lot of damage here. There's Echo Form. Really want to play that. It's getting very awkward, so I can only play 4 more cards here. So Weak Pot's going to be involved for sure. And I seek for a Glacier, I believe, which is a strange line. If you only have 2 cards to play and one of them is Seek, it better be for a really good card. And indeed, Glacier saves me the Fairy Nabal there. Didn't even Weak Pot. Saving it for next run, I guess. Glacier is back. That's pretty good. So we're getting there. Just gotta make more Orb with Capacitor and make more Focus with Consume. And we'll be immortal against Time Eater. Consider recycling first. I don't even play anything. Just want to pass. If I drew into Capacitor, that'd be bad. I want to double it. But now it's hitting me really hard. So I Weak Pot now. So that I can double the Capacitor, perhaps. I do draw cards as well. Hopefully draw a Sunblock card. I do draw Consume. That works. Very nice. And then, of course, refrain from playing cards, just to make sure I can play cards if I need to next turn. Now it's not hitting me, I don't want to pass without resetting the timer here, so Streamline into Slime. It's still not even going to kill us if we do nothing here, so I split and pass. Could recycle a Leap. Glacier huge, now we're completely, definitely immortal. Foolish. And then, yet again, we want the burner on Fort. The turn 2 of the Act 4 Elite, where it just put 2 burns on top of your deck, you draw them, and you're getting hit for like 61 damage. That's brutal. So you want to have Incense Burner on 4 for that. And then 4 again for the heart, because it never hits you on turn 1. So 4 is a magic number for the Instance Burner, it seems. Also good against Hexaghost and Guardian in Act 1, notably. And Automaton and Collector. Wow. Never occurred to me just how important that is. And so I can pass here. I should draw damage next turn to kill and get out on 4. Perfect. And hoping to re-up on a potion here at this shop. No need to rest here, even if our upgrades are unexciting, because we have a meal ticket, which will heal us. Upgrade to heat sinks, very nice. Prismatic shards here, a bit late, very sad. Considered buying like a happy flower, actually. Energy's good. But I think we're good. I do see 2 focus potions there. So would love to keep Fairy in a bottle and a focus pot, and then could even card move, but I buy a Cool-Headed instead. We have no basics, so pretty reasonable. And we get a Heat Sinks. And we get to play Meteor Strike to give us a billion energy next turn. Very nice. And now that I have found a Discovery, I have that I can actually play that and then recycle the Sunder if it's something good. It's trash. Hello World is somehow the best out of those cards. And it also draws me 2 cards, which perhaps wasn't obvious immediately. And I can even skim Hologram. Choose not to, just in case I draw Echo Form and not a card that I can get energy with, etc. This worked out really well. 7 energy now. I can seek plus for Echo Form and whatever else I want. Defrag. Probably should have been Glacier, maybe. That would have been pretty good. Definitely should have been Glacier. No way to evoke my lightning orbs, or my plasma orbs, to continue to go with the reboot there. But if I'd gotten Glacier, could have made enough orbs perhaps. Definitely a bit strange. I did have the intangible, of course, so I wasn't worried about the damage I was taking. But could have had a bigger turn. Oh my god, it's happening. So I want to draw more cards, but I want to reshuffle with Barrage in my draw or my discard pile so that I can draw it again. So I play Barrage first, and then I cool-headed. And get rid of Meteor Strike and then consume and then Tempest and then make a billion energy with the Plasma Orbs. Oh my god. It's not going into anything probably, but it's fine. Just looks cool. That's a great looking turn. Doing very well against the Act 4 elite here. And yet again, the Spire Shield is very kindly blocking for us, so we can actually wait on the Incense Burner and put it on the right number. So the making block is actually helping us here by a lot. Being able to block turn 2 of the Heart is so massive. It is so good. And Bronze Scale's pretty good against the Heart. Some good damage. So happy to find that right at the end. There's no better time to find Bronze Scales than right there. Drink my potion, skim, draw the other skim, and a seek. Boy, is that good. So gonna have a big turn 1 here. Do the Echo Form Meteor Strike thing again. That's such a cool combo. I don't think I've ever had that before. And might take a bit of damage here. Could skim again. But could be actually bad if I draw good stuff. And yep, I hit Defrag plus and Capacitor plus. That's a bit scary. Make more orb slot now that I have a lot of energy from consume. And perhaps I can redraw the Defrag plus later and double play it. And got the big hit. That's very nice. So blocking for 66 is Incense Burner. Double play Steam Barrier, then reboot. Hope to not draw that Void again. Glacier's here, that's very nice. And Consume is here, that's very nice. I did that in that order to proc the Plasma Orb. I don't actually think that was good though. Could have consumed second, first, whatever I didn't do. Game's complicated. Something didn't look right about that to me though. And full blocking. Play Force Field, Tempest maybe. But I want my Frost Orbs around still, it seems. Play Cool-Headed first to make some block. There's Purity here. Definitely want to use that on something. Draw some good cards. Try to find some trash to get rid of. Can probably get rid of Consume now that I have this much energy and this few of orb slots. Love to have that burn in my hand, that wound in my hand. I keep the slime because I can just play that, considering what's the worst card here. So much Frost Orb, don't need the block cards anymore. Not the best hand. Really good barrage. And we're about to have the intangible again next turn, so we would love... I mean, either hit at this point is good because the multi-hit is also doing quite a lot now. So blocking for 60 damage. Didn't need it. Still good though. And yeah, now I know I can just play the Tempest. There's no way I'm taking enough damage within the next 2 turns, and Tempest will do enough damage to kill it. So I rip it. And we got there. I even play a block card first to take the least damage possible. So overall, very pleased with my decisions this run. I definitely took the right cards, I think, most of the time. And like my early choices of being aggressive got me through the early fights and got rolling pretty early. And that helped me secure the win even without something like a self-repair in my deck, which I usually desperately want due to the way that I tend to make my decks. So seems I'm getting better at not making them too greedy while at the same time being able to win, which is very exciting. I find winning as the defect extremely hard, and hopefully getting better. If you're still here, how are you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.